test that my mic is working.
Oh, what?
Give me 2 seconds. For some reason, it has decided to forget.
Wait, what the fuck? Jarman's or combat units' weapons are attuned.
Link on Twitter doesn't work, Babs.
That's for me. Oh no.
So sorry, that page is in another castle.
Yep, that's because Dave can't fucking type and put tyranny instead of tyranny.
Big.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan of the title.
Yep.
I didn't realize that combat units' weapons had to be attuned.
Oh, I just didn't edit that, for fuck's sake. What is up with me
It's a
today?
nightmare.
Yeah, well, because they are technically him, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah, but that's rough.
Sorry, just give me a second. I'm trying to work out why this isn't. There we go. I think it's because the page hadn't loaded, and for some reason, the server even detected. Okay, well, we're live. That's the main thing. Does somebody want to give us a quick recap of what happened last time?
Can do. Started off in the tunnels just after clearing off the lizardmen. We decided to venture out and onwards, where combat unit rolled a 34 stealth, which is unheard of considering his disadvantage and +1. Oh, is it +1? Oh, yep, +1. But with the invisibility, pass without a trace, and guidance, he managed to make it. We sailed through the tunnels and ended up in a swamp where we stumbled across a camp that appeared to be temporarily left, but the fire was still lit, so it seemed like they would be coming back. We, after like half an hour of debate of how to stop water getting into where we would be staying, managed to clear out some space with some campfire ashes and shoveling and set up a dome to rest for the night. Upon resting, the inhabitants of the camp, a group of lizardmen, came back, and in true us fashion, we burst out, guns blazing, and started to fight. We managed to take all of them out, but we actually left one alive, which is completely unheard of for us, which we then proceeded to intimidate, interrogate, and find out that they probably, in fact, would have joined us if we had spoken to them a bit, because they are unhappy how the hierarchy of the swamplands is run at the moment, that the bullywugs are above lizard folk, which is being enforced by the cultists which we're chasing. Our friendly lizard folk Snapjaw is going to lead us to Castle Neritar.
Nearty. I think it's.
Nerti.
Yeah, and Neatar. Sorry, you're alright. I've been
Neatar,
pronouncing it wrong.
which is the home of the cultists, supposedly. And he's going to lead us there, pretending that we are his captives to go in disguise. So we're all a bit concerned, but trusting for the moment. And that's where we left off.
Good. So yeah, Snapjaw's like, you guys awake, having had your long rest. What do you guys do?
Right, well, first of all, I'm going to choose what spells I need.
That is always a good place to start. What about the rest of you? What are you doing?
Well, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. Kick some butt, but as prisoners.
Kane is polishing her glaive.
How do we feel about being prisoners with Mr. Snapjaw? Speaking in common, because I presume he can't. No, he can speak common, can't he?
Very broken, but yeah.
Okay. Right, well.
I think I've got a good read of Snapjaw, and he sounds like he's on the level. I think we trust him with our lives, and he will get us where we need to go.
Never what I like to hear, but all right.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Trusting with lives is a bit. Oof.
Bit far, that one.
If you think about it, he's never led us astray, which is better than I can say for every single person in this party.
True, but he also hasn't had the chance yet.
No.
That's
Nina
besides
takes
the point.
offence to that.
He literally met us, became unconscious, became a bush, and then was like hugged into submission by combat unit and buried.
And we did just kill all of his friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, but we're not.
I know, but we need
That's
him
the
to
issue
balance
here.
us out.
Who said we weren't cool people?
I didn't say we weren't cool. I said we're not good.
I think that's more about like it's more
We're,
about
we strive to be good, but we often don't.
Okay, sure.
All right. I am ready. If everyone else
mean,
is.
I think we definitely go with the plan and just see how we end up. You know, worst case scenario is we fight, and we seem to actually be pretty good about it. It's the one thing that keeps us together.
This is true. We are good at killing. All right.
Hence
Well,
the title of this session.
yeah. All right then, Snapshot. How would you normally take prisoners back to the castle? I presume you don't have metal manacles. I'll
I,
speak,
I,
like
try,
produ-
I translate into Draconic for
I
him.
speak it in Draconic.
Oh, this thing that you guys then all realised you do actually all speak
Yeah,
at the
that
end of the
thing.
episode. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I speak it in Draconic.
I don't think Nina does.
I
No.
don't.
No,
Yeah.
but somebody who spent 10 minutes ritualistically casting
Comprehend languages.
comprehend languages then had to look at his spell sheet and realised that he can speak Draconic. Okay, so yeah, after a bit of back and forth, he kind of explains that, you know, like hunting parties and things like that would generally come back with goods and, you know, the occasional prisoner. But it's rare. You know, their job is not to take prisoners, their job is to keep people out. So whilst it won't be looked at too suspiciously, like further investigation is going to make it tricky.
Especially when it's one lizard folk taking on first of all combat unit and then the rest of us.
Unless we send a few people in invisibly, because we can
That's what
do
I was
that.
thinking.
Yeah. So I
I
mean,
think
we can get a total of how many? 4 of us invisible, plus 1 cat or other creature.
True. But how many of us can fit on the boat? How many of us can fit on each of these boats?
So each one could fit maybe 3,
Well,
like
not
with
including
combat
combat
unit,
unit.
probably 2, or in fact,
Okay.
combat unit.
On his own.
Combat unit is going to be an interesting one actually. It's a shame that Charles not here because technically he's over
weighs.
1,000 pounds.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was thinking. Which is why, if I find out how long this lasts, can I ask Snapshot in the meantime? How long does it take to get to the castle by boat?
1 day, 3/4 day.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Hmm.
I was going to levitate him, but that only lasts 10 minutes.
If it was 10 minutes, you'd be able to see the castle. Like,
Yeah. I mean, can we just drag him through the swamp? Like, can he just walk? Because he doesn't breathe air.
Yeah, can't we just like wrap a rope around his neck?
Yeah.
And, like,
Literally-
drag him along?
His neck!
Well, no, let's not
Or
drag a
like
rope.
his
Just
tummy, or
But like, Snapjaw, are there many creatures in the swamp?
ready?
Yeah, like ones that could hurt him, and I'll point towards combat unit.
Looks at him, recalls him being downed and quibbling like a pussy for a bit.
Strong
Wow.
words.
Hey, look, it's the one time we've managed to down combat unit. I'm going to dine on that for a while.
That's fair.
And he goes, yeah, ready? 1
Any of
tea
them.
all about here.
Okay. How do we get across then? I mean, he's proficient with water vehicles, but I presume it would need to be a much bigger vehicle for him not to just crush it.
Could he be his own vehicle? Is the question.
I think
How deep
you
is
would...
the water?
It's a swamp. I mean, somebody give me a nature check.
a
Fairly
nature check.
naturous.
Not it.
I'll do it. Hang on.
You have to be
May I
proficient,
assist?
remember, if someone's going to do
Oh,
it.
I
okay.
am. I am.
We'll see.
I say, as a druid, I would hope
Not
so.
with the bloody, not with the bloody map.
So, Meninda, like in her very fey way, is going, well, you see, swamps. Now, the ecosystem means that what you can do, and then Arrow just goes, some bits are really deep, some bits not so much. And that's kind of like.
Mina is very offended. I had a
Can
whole
combat
speech.
units swim?
No. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. I can tell you that because combat unit would know that. So the
was gonna
answer to
say,
that
yeah.
is no.
I mean,
His
the only
armor, literally in the description, which I don't know if you guys can see, literally says he sinks to the bottom of any water.
Can we straddle him beyond 2 boats, so then each boat is taking half of his weight?
There's only 300 pounds, so if there's 3 of us, I presume. Wow.
He's not 300 pounds.
And their weight is increased by 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought it said 2. I
Nope.
see.
Combat unit
changes
is
things.
somewhere around the £1,000 mark at present. Like when walking through the swamp, he is like, whilst the rest of you kind of maybe going like, centimetre or 2 deep into the marshland, like each time it's like up to his shins as he's just hitting that slightly sturdier bit.
Yeah, so he has to walk underneath. Like, there's no other way around this, right? Like, realistically,
Mm.
you guys have any ideas?
I think we strap a boat to each of his feet like rollerblades and just watch him go.
£1,000?
Yeah, but he'll be gliding. The
I
force
don't
of the
think he'd be
glide.
gliding.
Wouldn't we run out of boats at that point, though?
That's
Also
true. Yeah, fine. I think it's agreed. Combat unit.
Good
has
luck,
2.
buddy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do we tie a rope? How far down is it? Like with,
we're
with
definitely having
Arrow?
a rope, so he can like give us a signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we pop, how deep do we think it goes? Because we know it's some parts really deep. How deep is really deep? Because we can attach like ropes together and give him a rope that he can tug on if he needs us for anything.
I mean, yeah.
Would Ara know that based on her nature check?
No, even with the 20, like she's not been here before. And I mean, for all she knows, this is a swamp that turns into a river further on, or there are, pits and holes and bogs and all sorts. She doesn't know any more than you guys would about, like, a random swamp that she's now in.
Can he fit within a bag of holding?
No.
No,
I don't believe
he's
so.
physically
He's
too big for
large.
you to open the
Yeah,
bag of
he's-
holding around him.
He's a large man.
Have we got enlarge reduce to reduce him, put him in a bag of holding, and leave him in there because he doesn't need to breathe?
I do, but there's one issue.
I'm
It
listening.
lasts a minute.
Yeah, and then he'll get
but he'll
big,
be in
and
the
then
bag.
surely he can be in the bag at that point, right? As long as he fits in, then within the
Don't
dimensional
believe he
space.
can.
What is the
Someone
space?
Google
I'm reading it now.
bag of
Can
holding.
hold up to 500 pounds.
There you go. Straight away a fail.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
God damn it! How are we
He
going to
would
deal with
literally
this?
Implode. He has to walk underneath. There's no other way. Like, is there Snapshot? Is there any way? Do you know a way through the swamp which doesn't reach any deep bits?
Yeah. Use boat.
How? Without the boat.
Oh. Yeah.
Because our friend here, I'll point towards him, is not going to be able to be on one of these boats. He's going to have to walk it.
Leave him behind.
No.
It would be easier.
We'd also get toasted. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Dave comes back 2 sessions later. So where am I? In a swamp somewhere. I mean, yeah, there's no point wasting any more time. I don't think we have any way to move him a day's worth of travel across a swamp.
I think we tie a few ropes together, as many as we can muster, give him one end, put the other end on one of the boats, and if he needs anything, he tugs on the rope, and just hope to God the ropes go down as far as the water goes, because there's no other way, we've decided, right?
Yeah, and as Joy says this, I will turn to combat unit and say, when he says tug, he does not mean pull the boat under.
Very
A
important to
signalling
clarify.
tug. And combat unit will nod.
Combat unit just looks and kind of just shrugs.
It's fine, I'm controlling.
I'm pulling out.
using
Sorry, go ahead.
No, just are we using the rope that's on the boats? Because haven't we all got like 50 foot each?
I don't have anything.
I
it's
got
my
some.
rope.
If you took an
Yeah, I've
adventurous
got
pack,
50.
you should have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah.
I did not. I took a scholar's pack.
Like I can just sort of brandish it and go.
Hey,
"Use
I got
this."
ink and paper.
Fair for a wizard. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much rope have we got between the 6, 7 of us? I'm Snapjaw. You got any rope? Know where we can find rope?
Kind of like looks down at his waistline, and you kind of see like a piece of rope like just wrapped around him as like a makeshift belt.
Don't worry. That's fine. We don't need that. We don't need that. You have some respect. Okay, so I've got rope. Am I right to assume apart from Shell, we've all got rope?
I've got rope, yeah.
Cool.
Does combat unit have rope? I would imagine he would. He does. He
Okay.
has rope.
I think
I'll go with combat unit because I have the most utility. I think. I know he's going underneath, but if we're splitting up into what?
Well,
Threes?
there's two per boat because there's 3 boats,
That's
and
true.
combat unit is underwater. So you go in twos. I don't
I
mind
would-
who I go. I'll go with Snapjaw.
I would rather not leave one person alone with Snapjaw.
I'll be
I
fine.
will also
Common.
join them. I'll go with them.
Okay. I will.
Okay.
Kane, are you alright to take a solo boat? Or do you
Yep,
want me to
sure.
take a solo boat? Alright.
I can take a sailboat.
Kane will take a solo boat and I'll go with Arrow if that's alright with you.
Cool.
Go. And then combat unit will trudge behind with a rope.
I hope he
Rope.
doesn't rest.
He's not
Just
actually
saying.
made out of metal. I will just say that now. Ish.
Yeah. Magical metal, he's fine.
Yeah,
He'll be
exactly.
fine.
Alright, let's go. I'm taking this boat.
Okay,
Cool.
so you guys begin your travels down the swamp. With combat unit lashed onto the boats.
Yep. All of the
Your
boats
going
behind you.
is extremely slow in this mode. Combat unit, if ever he is now a dead weight. Like he's struggling to push through. He has almost zero visibility in the deep, dark, murky waters. You see Snapjaw is very nervous about the amount of commotion and attention that's being drawn to this, constant sloshing of water. The occasional splash where like a rock is tripped upon or anything like that. It is very slow going. So I need who is going to be keeping a lookout. I will say Kane, you cannot be keeping a lookout as you are manning your own boat. So it needs
Talking.
So I also need you guys to decide who is rowing your boats, canoes, whatever, down the river, and who is actually keeping a lookout.
Johnny's definitely rowing. Johnny loves it.
Okay, I need you
I'll
to give
keep an eye
me
out then.
a Constitution saving throw to see how well you row.
I'll take the rowing.
Rows for days. I could row all these boats.
There's circles around the boat.
Okay, Shal, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, well, wait, hang on. I need to read my transmuter stone very closely. Because I need to see when I actually get this. Oh, amazing. All right. I can't do it like this, but it's a +3 to whatever this is. Oh, 26.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Yeah, proficiency in Constitution saving throws.
So Shal, as you've never seen him before, just doesn't seem to be breaking a sweat. Like he's on the Oxford-Cambridge boat race. Just bam, bam, perfect form, straight and narrow. So that leaves Manila and so Minnie and Ara. I need you guys to, if you are proficient, to give me perception checks, please.
Arrow. Big.
Okay. So you see a couple of things moving close in the water, and arrow, you're like fire an arrow, and it kind of discourages them. And you continue on, and just in the distance, you see Snapjaw kind of points to something, shh, stop, and stops you all. And I'd say with those perception checks, you can definitely make out 5 creatures just cutting across the swamp in front of you. What are you guys doing?
I will send messages quickly around and say, well, without knowing that they've seen it, 5 creatures ahead. Let's just wait here and lay low.
Yeah, I've sent a message to combat unit, assuming he can. I don't know if he receives it. Is he? Is he within?
Yeah.
Is he
He's got to
within
be within 100 feet.
120 feet?
Yeah, like if he's
Like-
you guys are in some deep ass fucking swamp. If he's not within 120 feet of you directly
Also,
down.
where have our rope gone?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're just 70 feet down. But yeah, combat unit will turn off his visor for the moment then until he receives further information.
Fair.
Okay, so I need all of you to give me stealth checks, please. I would
Combat
say
unit get
those of
any
you.
bonus.
No, he's actually at disadvantage, and I'll roll
Yeah.
for him in a second unless you've already done
Even
it.
if he's shut off.
Yeah, like he's
That's fair.
underwater, like this massive breaking, crashing thing. Even if you've stopped, there's still like waves wrapping against him. I would say anyone who is making, I was gonna say anyone who is rowing, if you do have advantage, it would be nullified because you've been exerting yourself.
Cool. But am I at disadvantage for being regular?
No, so I'm just saying
Okay, cool.
you have no
Yeah, just
advantage if
nullified.
you were rowing.
Cool.
Because I know that, for instance, Ara has advantage, so
Mhm.
because of her cloak.
Yeah, I was rowing, so she still has advantage.
Yep.
If you want to try and get that nat 20 and save us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've already done stealth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have advantage.
Oh, I could do it again.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay,
Oh.
that's fine. You keep the 20, so.
So you
Okay.
guys are pretty well hidden, and you see them move on, and Snapjaw like genuinely proper fear when he saw them, and he's just like, "Have to be very, very careful.
What was it?
Hunting party,
A what?
hunting party.
Lizard folk?
party.
Bullywugs?
Wanty.
What?
You anti?
Once he's got you. Yeah, you do. Click on the features and traits tab, and that should fix it. And then click on the icon in the top right. That's beyond 20.
Thank you. I
So
think I've got it.
if these,
Yes, it's
So-
come up.
Nate,
Wee.
this is where they passed.
Cool. Thankfully, Ara's previous roles and the other previous rules tend to seem to sort of balance you out as a group, and you're able to let them go past. So even though Kane did get a 9, the previous peoples are able to kind of just
Mhm.
sort it out.
All right, then once it looks like they're passed, I'll send a message down to combat unit saying moving again, and he will power up, and we continue.
Right, the Megazord that he is.
Speed mode engaged.
Yep.
Did you make the windows noise?
Din 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 din. Just as you're trying to stealth, just like shut up. Oh, that'd be so good. I would love that so much. I think that's what I'm gonna have to have on the soundboard next time combat unit goes down. Just
Yeah.
play the XP shutting down
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Oh.
Because that's when you just need like a music bot because you can do it just for us.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, right. So you guys are going to continue pushing on through the
Yep.
through the swamps. Okay.
Power through.
Yep. I need Constitution saving throws again as you kind of reset yourselves and like get yourselves prepared for what's coming. You know, what's coming. You know what I mean. Continuing to carry on. Use those words, Dave. Use those good words.
Oh, Christ.
Is it from all of us?
Oh, wait, Ari, you were in this time.
Okay.
Well, no, you rolled it first. I don't mind.
No, don't mind.
Johnny
No,
is
it's
still
okay.
rowing like it's going out of style, by the way. He's very happy
Yeah.
that he's overtaken Shao.
Well, it's because I gave it to Ari, you see.
Very impressed.
So what happens is Shald, like after rowing proudly for a while, kind of just as he gets back in, you just feel this something
Lost
definitely cracked that shouldn't have cracked, and you're like, Ara, you know what? Why don't you give this a go? You know, get you going. And I was like, yeah, and then just is splashing way more than she's moving, as kids tend to, and that's kind of where you're at.
Quality.
So bear me a second. So as you guys carry on, I would now say that if you're trying to move stealthily, as you said you're trying to, you would need to do stealth checks. Definite disadvantage now with Ara splish splashing.
Huge combat unit.
Oh God.
Strong.
Yeah.
I think we've just evolved into giggles.
Middle of the park, I'll take it.
Well, as I was gonna say, Kane, you wouldn't. Yours would be a straight roll. Don't know why. Oh no, it's your 9s from your previous one, wasn't it? That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Is that right? Hang on. No,
No,
Kane's
she's
rolled
rolling
9
that
before,
earlier.
so it's the first roll because you're not with advantage.
Okay.
I was saying with disadvantage, so yeah, you'd have taken the 9. So you guys are being quite loud, and Snapjaw is starting to get really panicky about this. Like he is not happy, and he's constantly like looking to you guys, but like, quiet, please. Like as he's trying, like in his broken common, to get this through, and then you hear a lot of draconic swearing, as well.
Do I understand what he's saying?
Oh, definitely. There is it is not well masked in his frantic, like, praise to his like draconic lord and all sorts.
Snapjaw, you're being loud. Quiet down.
Like, yeah, he is not a happy bunny. So, what are you guys doing? You just ploughing on?
I mean,
Ploughing on.
no reason not to. We definitely
Yeah.
haven't alerted
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Come this far.
Keeping an eye out as we go.
I
I'm
need
gonna.
I need you guys 100% to roll for initiative. There's like no way.
This is fair.
Damn
Click your
it.
tokens.
Wait. Just hold off on that for a second, because I'll bring you onto the proper.
The battle map.
Indeed.
On the road again.
You sounded like Snapjaw there.
Okay, here we go. Do.
I see. No wonder we didn't encounter them on the last time.
Yep.
What the fuck are those? Are they supposed to be lizard men?
Nope,
hard to
they
tell.
are Yuan T. Malison, type 1.
Ah, I see.
Not ideal.
Never fought them.
Not that you guys obviously know that, you just know that all of a sudden some snake-looking motherfuckers just
Strong.
turned up on your side and are like, let's do this!
Can you give me ownership of combat unit?
I can indeed. I should also probably give you the turn order.
I'm gonna move down here.
Nope.
Finally.
You're on my boat.
Yeah, it's like,
was
nope.
was I on the right boat.
Yes.
Ah, shit.
You think I'm just gonna let you, like, mid-game, be like, yeah, I'm also just gonna, you know, just.
It's because I saw Snapjaw, and so I was just like, wait, I'm not on a boat with Snapjaw. And I was like,
This is true.
Oh, fuck's sake, Aaron, wait a second.
Snapjaw's
Because...
meant to be me and Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay, but then Snapjaw can be with you and Johnny. So I thought he was with.
Nah, he was with them.
Okay, just give me a second because I've got to edit combat unit's character sheet to allow you to be controlled. Shout.
Because
There we go.
reason.
There you go. Try it
I
now.
can see his name, but I cannot move him. I'm very certain it's just the first option that I need.
Interestingly, I can move him, but I can now not edit him, which is interesting.
Strong. Move him
Gotta
to the
love
gym then, try it there.
Roll20. Woo! Can be edited and controlled by DM, myself, Jarman, and you. Can you
No,
move
sir.
him?
Nope, nope. I cannot.
Easy way to do this.
Remake the token.
Where did that go? Oh wait, there's like a save changes button that's just appeared. Try it now.
Nice.
Which I
I
love.
can't see him.
Yeah, I love how he's now just disappeared off the board after I've done that. Oh,
Roll 20.
yeah,
Roll
right.
20.
It's like, you want smooth gameplay? Yeah. Well, tough. You've gone to Roll20.
Nope, cannot move him.
Yeah, I've got to make him combat unit first.
There we go. Yep, I got him.
There we
Cool.
go. Cool. Right,
So
have
I
you
presume
rolled?
probably-
Oh, Jesus Christ, everyone's rolled on this. Okay, I might need you guys to roll it again because there's your last
Yeah,
round's
it's
worth of
fine.
stuff.
No worries.
oh,
Oh god.
oh.
Yep. Nice, thanks, Dave.
Why are we rolling again? What's going on?
Because Roll20, for some reason, when you turned away the turn order, doesn't clear it, so it kept your old order. So you guys were in there twice.
So,
Okay, so we all
I-
edit it to the initial result, right? Because I'm happy with that 9.
Definitely edit it to the original
Shit.
result.
Fine.
Like, yeah, I'm
I'll
sorry,
do-
just because
I'll take the
Roll20.
Combat unit, I did click on his token, but it did not appear on the turn order.
Yeah, mine did the same.
Okay, well, I'll roll his initiative for him, and then.
What did he get before?
Why
Oh, I
did that?
couldn't roll him before. So yeah, he gets a 10.
But why did that not roll? Why did he now not appear either? Roll20, I hate you so much. I'm definitely checking out some other, like, tabletop games after this. This is getting ridiculous.
Disagree. Well, as if you had the time to deal with it.
Well, there's another one as well, apparently. That, yeah, like, I can't remember what it's called now. Dungeon something.
Something like that.
A turn. There we go. Anyone else missing? Ara's missing. Okay, if you guys just want to add the correct stuff.
Yup,
I did.
he's done.
Do you want to move
Okay.
Snapchat off?
Why are you freezing? There you go.
Mr. David.
Sorry, I'm just looking, like, for some reason these guys don't seem to have a button for initiative, which they normally do. In fact,
Dex check.
oh wow, that's brilliant. I was like, that'll be why. My Beyond 20's just
Crashed.
re-enabled. Yeah, it just died, and I was like, well, that'll be
Oh,
the reason why it never came
shit.
through.
Do you want to roll it again?
No,
Curses!
fuck's sake!
God.
What
I think
the?
that's what mine just did.
Oh! As a DM, you don't have enough to deal with without like stuff that's going to be like, hey, use this. It's really intuitive and makes your job easier. Yeah, it does it bollocks. I just
Do you want us to re-roll it and edit?
Sorry.
just yeah. Sorry,
Oh, I
that
got the same thing. There's combat unit. You got up to a 10. Right, moving. Wait. Go. There we go. Cool.
So you got 3, did you?
I did twice.
Yes.
It's fine. My nat ones are gone now.
That's fair. Oh shit! I needed to look up lizard folk stats for freaking Snapjaw.
That's all right. Just give them a +20 to hit and 60 damage average.
No, I think
Oh.
is the swift answer to that.
You don't want him to be stronger than a T-Rex.
He's not called Fluffy Jaw. He's called Snapjaw. Give
Well,
it
he
a
did just get a nat 20 on his initiative, so.
And he's still not first, you bitch.
I also love how he's still got an enemy icon on him. But anyway, right. I think these have moved because I'm pretty sure I did put them right around the boat.
Sure. Do you want to move Snapshot to the other boat?
Yeah. Doop. There. He's on the boat.
Cool.
Combat unit is just struggling to get
presume-
over that tree.
I presume we're no longer. This is like accurate. We're no longer submerged in water.
Yeah, no, he's basically like everyone's like
Walking
tugged on the
outside.
ropes and he's just supposed to go like to the,
Terminator,
like
just-
yeah, just try to come to the surface to see what's going on. Okay, fuck me, top of the order. Kane, you're up. What are you doing?
I mean, oh shit, I don't want to move. I don't really want to get out of the boat, do I?
Why not?
Should I get out of the boat? I hate going
I will
there.
say now, it will take you 5 feet of movement to get in or out of the boat because you can't. It's not like dry land. You can't just jump off it. It will move as you try to get on it.
Okay.
So I'm using the same mechanics for if you were trying to mount a horse or something like that.
Can I then use my feline agility though?
I mean, it's 5 feet of movement, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No, okay. Well, I'll come out the boat. I will get the Crimson Right going, so I'm ready.
Big rolls, big rolls. Nice.
no, you want low rolls.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
I can
Good
reach him
rolls.
there, can't I? That one.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
describe what does your Crimson Right do?
So slice my hand, my paw, and then let the blood like drip down onto the glaive, and then the glaive has lots of like icicles which form over it, and then I can give some decent cold damage.
Cool.
Sweet.
Right.
Okay, so so you've ignited your glaive. You
Yeah.
kind of hear it just like kind of murmur in your head like, as your
50
glaive
damage.
connects with you.
Ew.
What are you doing? Nicole took it to that other place, but sure.
Wow.
Hey, she's just a kid.
I'm sure someone out there would be into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it. I will attack that one that's in front of me. That one who's nearest everybody.
That is our teammate.
Okay.
Oh shit! It is. No, not him. Sorry.
Okay. So
Right
you
circle.
just
That one.
can you give me a wisdom check?
Oh no.
Because you very clearly called out
Yeah.
the lizard folk.
You
That's
did also try
alright.
to stab him last session.
Yeah.
That is true, actually.
Whilst
so-
he was
Did that-
unconscious and prone on the floor.
But
As a
she
botch.
would.
I
She
did not
would.
go through it, by the way, if you've rolled it.
Yeah.
Wisdom check.
So as you go to swipe, you go, nah, and you just manage to bring it over. So you can carry it over to this guy. I'm almost certain that is going to hit.
I'd
Because
be fucking worried if it didn't.
Okay, so yeah, that hits. You do.
Yeah,
You
I
rolled,
get another go, don't I?
You do indeed. So you do in total 9 damage. It's not bad.
Oh,
Swipe him
Jesus.
again.
Shoot.
Save, man.
So, and then as you kind of bring it up, you just crack it back down again, taking another deep gouge out of him with 14 slashing and 2 cold. Total of 16 damage. That's not bad.
And just in case that one that's coming after my turn wants to come at me, I'm going to get back in my boat. And
Okay,
Big fan.
just in case.
fair enough. Okay, so that's your turn. Snapjaw, after feeling this sort of just go past him and seeing this glaive narrowly miss him, kind of shoots you a look, and he's like, "Ah!" and will attempt to take on this very dangerous
26 AC.
Yep, 26 AC, your auntie. Okay, so he's going to just, do what he does best, and he's going to go with his heavy club and his spike shield. So first with the heavy club, then with the spike shield.
Big.
Huge.
So he goes with the heavy club, and you just kind of sees like the Malison just grabs it in his hand. He's like, and just like juts in then with the spike shield, catching him off guard and dealing 8 piercing damage.
Big.
That is his turn.
Oh.
So,
Has he got to have a turn?
sorry?
As in, like, has Snapjaw, like, rules of the game, has he got to actually have an attack?
Fuck
Yeah,
he's a
he's just gone. Yeah.
No, yeah, I get that, but I'm like saying, like, what if like he dies and then we don't know what we're doing?
Then he
Good
dies
luck,
and you
boss.
don't know what you're doing.
So should we not like?
There are no
I don't know.
immune characters in D&D.
Yeah. Like,
Everything can be killed if you try hard enough.
yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Protect the lizard.
Would you look at the time? It's I'm gonna quicken, assuming I can do this. I don't think there's any reason I can't do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna quicken a cheeky little Bane 3rd level to hit all of these fools. So that is charisma saving throws, please.
Okay, yep, so that's fine. Sorry, which 3? I was looking at a stat block.
It's all 5 of them because I've cast it 3rd level.
Okie doke.
big. Charisma saves.
I'm just checking something. Yep, they all do have advantage.
If they get
so,
advantage.
Yep.
Nasty antis.
So charisma. So
Magic snakes.
first one at the ground, 21 succeeds. Next one up.
Plus 3 as well.
Ooh, manages to get it. So he does have Bane. So let's put a nice little skull on him. And then I'll go just continuing up the order. So we've got the pure blood. That
Pass.
saves. Yep.
Big save.
Next one up. Saves.
Fuck.
Please third level as
Final
well.
one. Saves.
Jesus Christ. Good old use of third.
Anti-magic snakes.
All right, cool, sick. Love to see it. So Johnny's gonna move out until so that's 5-10 feet to get out of the boat. Tell Snapjaw to stay in the boat. Don't be a hero. 15, 20, 25. And I am going to use my action to dodge, and I am going to chat mad shit to all of them, just being like, you are the ugliest snakes I've ever seen. I've seen many snakes, and you are the ugliest, and just let that settle. And they don't need to make no wisdom saving throw to know that hurt. And that is
Quality.
Yeah, they just look over to you and go, "Yeah, you're hysterical."
Oh.
I'll let that one sit.
Yeah.
There you go. Take some damage for that.
Nah, DM takes psychic damage. I did for my fun. Fuck you. They all take a D4 psychic now.
Okay, is that your turn? Yeah.
Certainly is.
Okay, it is now the Malison's turn. So the first thing that they are going to
Cast
do,
Fireball.
it is going to take 2 swipes at you, Johnny, as it seemed that you flanked around this one here.
Disadvantage.
Well,
No,
normal.
normal.
Oh, normal.
Technically advantage.
Yeah, but he dodged.
I've dodged, yeah.
Okay, so it's a straight roll. Okay,
Yeah.
so first one, second one,
Pop out.
17 hit.
It certainly does not.
So as you, I think you've got an AC of 18, haven't you? Right?
19.
19. Okay, so
Shield
you're able
boy.
to just like ping, deflect it away with your shield. Then the next one is going to attack you. I believe your dodge is over now, right? Or is it?
No, it's the entire turn.
Dodges until my next turn.
Okie doke. Then
It's a very strong action.
This one is at disadvantage because he's not flanking.
Yeah.
And he's baned.
Baned.
Please don't roll a 20.
so this is
you in
with
particular.
disadvantage.
And baned.
Oh!
Good job. It is a good
Saved by
job.
the dodge.
Oh, that would have been so much fun. And the next one.
Was Bane.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait.
Like,
It's
I
a
mean,
good
the 10 would have,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, so they both miss. So that
I'd
is
like to think Johnny dabs on this one for good measure.
so that is their turn. Yeah, that's all they're really going to do. So, Minnie, you're up. What are you doing?
She is gonna, make sure she's stood soundly on the boat, and then get a cheeky little moonbeam out
Okay.
on the closest guy. This one, that one.
You can get up to
yeah.
5-foot radius.
Yeah, it's only 5 foot.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
radius,
a 5-foot
though.
radius.
So that's this.
Oh, okay. Well, then I want it there.
Here?
One.
Okay.
Actually, no. Can I have it? Where am I trying to put
I mean,
it? Can I
technically.
put it like
There,
yeah,
that's where you're
there.
trying to get it. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's on the start of their turn. They need to make Constitution saving throws. Obviously, that guy will make it with 1d4 removed. So, anything else?
I think that is it. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Combat unit is going to need to use half his movement to get onto dry land because he's not prone, but he is literally stuck in between reeds and mud and God knows what else.
Cool. He will do so, and then once he is up there, he will see the giant moonbeam in front of him, and quickly look through to see the range of this. And he will use his channel divinity to use Conquering Presence as an action. Force all chosen creatures to succeed a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. So he'll target all of them.
Okay, if you can just put that in the chat as well.
I can indeed. Phew.
30 feet of view. Yep, that's all of them. That's absolutely fine. So what was that? That is a wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
save. And it's not magic. It's just holy aura,
Okay.
which is pretty neat.
I mean, it's technically just divination magic to amplify himself, but I'll roll that as not. So that's the first one.
That fails.
Second one.
Who's baned?
Yep.
It's gonna have
D4.
to be a 4, but no, he succeeds.
Okay. So the baned one succeeds, the other one doesn't, so he is frightened.
Spookums.
There you go. Give him a broken heart. Next one. Oh, definitely fails.
Fail. Double fail.
Succeeds.
Succeeds.
Okay, so next one up
Nice boy.
also has a broken heart. Bless her.
No.
Okay. That was Minnie's turn. Minnie did her turn. That's
She
combat
moved in.
unit's turn. Anything else?
He will then scuffle up this way, and so that's 25 movement. And then he would what?
He would definitely use a bonus action to do one of his
I'm
trademark spells.
gonna say he will also cast Shield of Faith on himself. So
Okay.
I'll put
Stay,
that in.
stay on brand.
There you go. So +2 AC.
Okay, cool. No worries. That is his turn. So, Ara, you're up. What are you doing?
Well, I think I'm far enough away that I can use my longbow. So,
Can indeed.
I am going to do. Let me just. Sorry, I just need to equip my longbow. Cool. Then I'm going to do my hunter's mark.
Okay, and which one?
Sorry, on the one with the broken heart outside the circle, the chick next to combat unit.
Yep, gotcha. That one. Yep.
I'm gonna longbow it.
I mean, that
Yeah.
definitely hits. Yep. So
Cool.
you managed to do 11 piercing damage.
And then
There you go.
Is that the same one?
It's gonna have. Well, I don't know if she's died, so it's gonna be the same one.
Okay,
If she's
cool.
still-
Yep, she's definitely still standing. She's looking hurt,
One,
but she's
three.
definitely still standing.
Big.
Okay, cool. And that's it.
Yep, that
That's
is
what
it.
I'm gonna do.
Okay, it is now the Purebloods' turn. They are sick of your shit, so they are going to poison spray y'all.
Which ones?
Yep, 10-foot range. So I mean, I think so. This one here easily get.
His combat unit. Okay, he's resistant.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Does he have advantage on con saving throws?
Um,
I feel like he does.
I
He
feel like I
does.
remember hearing that.
He does. I really need to go into his backstory, but Jarman's never available after work. But yes,
he
he
also has
does.
advantage against magical attacks and being poisoned, so
The magical attacks is the one that I've removed that he hasn't from
Okay.
the thing because I was
Cool.
like, that's bullshit.
a bit strong.
Yeah. So yeah, he has advantage on strength and constitution saving throws because of his armor.
Cool.
And the idea was is that even if they're magical, was basically the wording I was going for, but not the wording I put in.
So who are they targeting?
I mean, they've got like a decent cone. It's a 10-foot range, so that's easily you
Is it?
guys.
Oh, cone though, it's a single target.
That's it. You extend your hand forward to. Oh, yeah, it's true. So I mean, they'll just target each one of you. Bam. So first
Cool.
one goes to Ara. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Go, Ara.
Uh,
1d12.
What's annoying is I don't know what level they're casting these. That's the only problem.
What level spellcaster are they? Under innate spellcasting, it should be like they are considered a normal thing spellcaster.
Nope, their ability is 12. They're the following components. Yeah. Yeah, but you can cast it
Yeah.
at higher
If you're-
levels.
Yeah, when you're level 5, it's 2d12 and so on.
Yeah. So I'll just take it as 1d12. So you fail and you take 5 poison damage.
Yep. Cool. Who's the next one at?
Next one's going to be Shao, but it's not going to be a poison spray attack. She's going to close
Just going
and
to close.
covered attack you, Shao. Scimitar twice.
Nah, don't do that. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, she take 8 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third and final one.
As she does that, combat unit will take a swing.
Will indeed.
Yes.
Trying to remember everything he can do. Not advantage because there's no flanking, so boosh. Big.
That hits 4 bludgeoning damage. It's better than nothing.
Yep. Every little helps.
Indeed it does. Right, and then the third and final one is going to acid spray combat unit. Poison spray even.
Cool. And he will make his con save at advantage.
That does succeed, so he takes half, which is 5.
Okay.
He's resistant, isn't he?
He is also is it
Yeah.
half or is it 0?
It's cantrip, it should be 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat. Huge.
Okay, so that's their turn. Shao, you're up. What are you doing?
Big. Shao's gonna take a step away. And
You take an attack
He's-
of opportunity when you do that.
he is fine with that. Misses.
Misses. Yep.
He will cast haste on himself for a change.
What?
He's feeling buffed up and ready to go. And he is going to use his hasted action to firebolt because it's an attack and it's a cantrip. This one.
Okay,
Just
go
fuck
for it.
that one. And big.
Yep, that does just about hit.
Neat. 11 fire damage. And then he will run. I mean, this is as far as I can go, but yeah.
She's looking real hurt.
Neat. And that shall's go.
Okie doke. That was round 1. Kane, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm going to use feline agility to come here.
You can't,
Why can't I?
because you moved last turn.
Oh, fuck.
No, she can still do it. It just only recharges if you haven't moved.
But I thought she used it last turn as well.
I used it on my last go, yeah.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Okay, 5. Come here. And take a swipey swipe.
Okie doke.
Advantage.
Big hits.
You do have
Yeah,
advantage because of flanking.
Yeah. See,
Oh.
I mean, the first one hits. Second one also hits, to be fair. So,
Give me a well. Oh, well.
so yeah, I mean,
one more D20 hit.
1 second, I'm just trying to add up damage. So that was starting to look pretty hurt. Second one's 12. Yeah, he's looking real hurt now. This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
Cool.
So, anything else you want to do? You've used your action and your
and
movement.
then yeah, I'll do my full on bonus action.
That hits. And that was like literally twice the amount that he had. So he is out of there.
Big dead.
Nice.
Done.
So that's your action, your movement, your bonus action. Do you want to move anywhere else, or are you done?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okie doke. It is now Snapjaw's turn. So,
Go on, Snapjaw.
so Snapjaw being very careful to avoid the moonbeam and very quickly darts in front of Kane to make sure that he doesn't get swiped by her. Kind of like siding up to Johnny a bit, is going to try and take a swipe at this guy.
This guy.
So he's going to do what he does best. And miss with a heavy club.
There are
As they
advantages
parry-
on combat units flanking.
This is true.
That is true. I mean, that is also
Yeah.
his technique. Miss with the club, hit with the shield. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's his style.
See? He still keeps it up.
God
Misses
damn
with the
it, what is-
club.
He's a professional.
He you know, he lures you in with the club and then just BAM with the spiked shield. So he does 6 piercing damage to that guy.
Get fucked.
Okay, Johnny, it's now your turn. What are you doing?
Groovy. I will. Johnny will bonus action cash in a level 2 spell slot for 2 sorcery points. And as an action, Are any of these Yuan-Tis wearing metal armor by any chance, or are there anything metal on them? I presume not.
I'm just
I
having
suppose
a
it
look.
doesn't matter. Combat units flanking, so it doesn't.
You got scimitars, if that counts.
I don't know. Shocking grasp. If it's got armor made of metal, no.
Oh,
Sad. But combat units flanking, so
true.
some grasp some body.
Touch him.
Armor touch.
Tickling time.
Oh yeah. I'm going for this one here.
Okay,
So I'm just going to shocking grasp her with advantage. It's a good job. Oh, geez, that is a big hit.
That's a big
Shit.
hit.
2 8s. I'll take it. She's being shocked and grasped.
You've been hit by.
Oh.
Okay, so she takes 16 lightning damage.
Dead.
She is
Okay.
so dead.
Oh,
Super dead.
wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, frightened ones are now dead.
You literally did nearly 3 times her health, so yes.
Oh, damn it. Cool.
She had like 6 hit points left, and you were like, "Fucking die!" And just.
I didn't know you knew how to cast lightning bolt.
I'm going to just finish it there so I can keep giving the guys flanking on this little slippery snake.
Okay, if that is your turn, it is now his turn. He has to make a Constitution saving throw at advantage because of magic resistance. So,
Resistance.
ooh, 16 does
Sorry.
save, so he takes half damage. I'm guessing, unless you have more than 16.
Nah.
What's the con save for? Oh, is it Moonbeam?
Moonbeam.
Oh, he's
Moon.
baned. He's baned. He's baned.
He is baned. This
He is
true.
baned. So what's your DC?
Mini.
Mini.
Yeah.
15. So he needs to
15,
roll a 2
okay.
or more.
Oh, just.
Bane.
So he
Send your
takes
damage.
the full. Do you want to hit the 2d10? So I know how much damage. 13. Very nice.
Fucked.
Takes 13 moon damage.
Just pull the moon
I've
down.
just got this
into
image
him.
of just like every time you cast Moonbeam, there's some moon somewhere else on a different plane just being broken up and just being thrown down at excessive force by an angry god.
Well, yeah, I can't use the same one. I'll run out.
Yep.
All druids are just destroying moons from other planets.
So after
It's
being
all right,
pummeled by, massive amounts of cheese, because as we know, all moons are made of cheese, he's going to attack Johnny because Johnny just like smashed up his favourite friend. So he is going to swipe and swipe.
Johnny
Both of those
yawns.
miss. So you just ting ting like Ip Man, just parry parry. That's his turn because he's not going to run because he knows he will get shit on. So Minnie, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I would like to move my moonbeam up here so it gets these ladies.
I can do that because I created it. Boop.
And then I am going to come off my boat and I'm going to go one closer, and I've got my Staff of the Woodlands, which I can use as a quarterstaff, which I'm going to do. So I just click the swords, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, no, that didn't work.
The sword should do it.
I click the swords.
Nope.
Why is it not doing it?
Not too sure.
Okay, you just 2 seconds. You're just rolling the same thing over and
It's a
over.
plus, it's a +6 to hit.
I don't know what's happening.
I mean, to be fair, that is the most user thing I think I've ever seen you do. It's not working. Let's try the exact same process again and again and again and again.
No. I clicked a different button that third time. I did. I don't know how Let's do it.
Let's do a d20 plus 6, and it will go. Maybe you have to hover attack instead.
It's
So-
because your
That's
staff also has magical capabilities, I think.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
That's it.
so 2d20, you got 5. I mean, that's gonna miss. Doesn't matter what you add to it. Like,
Plus 6. To me, they don't have 11 AC.
no, they do not have 11 AC. I don't, apart from like an actual block of stone, I don't know what would have like below 10 AC.
Gelatinous cubes.
That's fair. They have an 8 AC. That is fair.
Black pudding.
Again,
The
like
two
they are
things we thought.
yeah, I was like they are basically just
All
blobs.
slimes.
Yeah. Okay, so Minnie, that is your turn. You've moved your moonbeam. You've taken a swipe. Missed wildly. Anything else?
Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay, combat unit is up.
Combat unit. Smash. As per usual.
Who is he targeting?
The one in the middle of everyone for super advantage.
Okay, doke. Yep.
Big.
I mean, that definitely fucking hits for 4 damage.
Huge. He's gonna do it again.
Yep, Stagger Brand. Doesn't do anything else.
8 damage.
Yep.
He's gonna pump it with 1 smite.
That's very on brand, to be fair.
Whoa!
7 more. Way!
Yeah. Yeah. He'll be conservative and save everything else.
Okie doke.
That is
Okay, in that case, Ara, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, so I don't want to kill him just yet because I want to save that for the last because he's on the end of his feet. So I'm going to go for this chick who's kind of the closest to me, but still a little bit away.
Okay, are you moving your hunter's mark or are you keeping it where it is?
Yeah. Well, she's dead, so I'm going to move my hunter's mark.
Yep, so use your bonus action to move that. Yep.
Yep. And
Pew pew.
That, I mean, that hits a few times over. Yep, nice.
Okay.
Big rolls.
And then she's probably still alive.
Yeah, she
This is
looks
true.
like bruised, but that's about
Oh
it.
my lord.
28,
Mate,
by the way.
I told you it's not just Tidequin. Like Rangers, man, it's what they do. Okay, it's what they
They
do.
just always hit.
Yeah.
So this is why I like them.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill out. Just gonna be like, yeah, that's right.
Cool. So you just watch as Arrow just kind of goes, no, thank you, and like some sort of unworldly thing. You see, it's almost as if the arrows grow into big, thick ballista bolts with the force at which they hit this Yuan-Ti, almost knocking them back. Okay, that's your turn. It is now their turn. They need to roll Constitution saving throws with advantage
Yep, yep.
because they can. First
Because
one.
they can.
Oh, that's a definite no-no. Second one. Oh, that one saves. So this one up here is saved. This one up here is not. So how much damage do they take? Same as last time? Or do you want to roll a new one?
Roll a new one.
Big rolls. Get that 20.
Huge.
Where is it? Where's it gone?
Get
I'm just
that
gonna put it
20.
back in then.
You just go
You
click.
just-
Yeah, so all you've
stop
got
it.
to do is just scroll up and hit the 2d10 button. It will roll it
Yeah,
again.
but I'm super lazy.
Oh.
And that's because you're super lazy. So,
I'm fine. I will do better.
so she takes 5 damage. Okay, and the other person takes 2. Right, okay, so they're both now going to go, you know what, fuck this noise, we're out of here, and they're going to start disappearing. Combat
Combat
does
unit
get an
will
attack
smack
opportunity, yep.
And if he hits, she's fucked.
Oh,
That's
ever so
not an
slightly.
advantage. He hits!
Hits, so she goes nowhere. Takes 5
Yay.
bludgeoning. So as she was unable to escape, she's now just going to turn around and back at him.
Wow.
And then is going to scimitar.
They both miss. Well, not 20 auto hits.
Technically, that's an advantage. So yeah, because he's flanked.
I was gonna say,
So
technically
yep.
that 20 auto hits, but it also is lower than his AC.
Yeah, no.
Just
So
to put that into perspective.
So yeah, a natural 20 definitely hits.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But I would say that because, well, actually no. What armor is he wearing?
I thought it just nullifies the crit damage.
Right.
but
So
it
what I was
doesn't-
going to say is it halves the damages. It doesn't meet his AC, but he's already got armor that does that. So yeah, he doesn't take any damage.
He literally cannot be harmed by their attacks.
What?
So
Elemental armor and 24 AC.
yep.
How, man?
So the other one seeing this is going to try and attack with the short bow because of course that can only go well.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Great.
go well. And that's it. That's it. She's just going to be like, love you, bye. And it's just out of there. Shao, your turn. What are you doing?
Well, fire seemed to work last time, so I will use a first level chromatic orb at the blue boy.
Okay, go for it.
I love the pop up for this. Wow, amazing. Yeah. 10 damage, 10 fire damage at that one. And I will
He's
use
looking...
my hasted action to firebolt him for more than my chromatic orb.
Ooh.
He is like Ash. This time, instead of doing 3 times the damage, you did 4 times the damage on the last one.
Big.
Yeah, he had 3 hit points.
And I'll get back in the boat.
Okay, Kane, you're up.
Sorry, I was struggling to get my meat. Oh, can I get up there? Can't I? Yeah. Ooh. Do. I think I will blood curse her. Just
Okay.
for lulz.
Fair enough.
Some giggles.
Yeah. Why not? So where is
So
it?
you use your Blood Maledict, Blood Curse, which is
Yeah.
Curse of the Marked. And what does that do?
And it basically, I get advantage on my
No,
next attack.
that's only if you amplify it. So do
Bearing
you
in mind
choose
you
to
already
amplify?
have advantage. Because you are flanking with combat unit.
Oh, okay.
So what the Blood Curse does is it gives you an additional hemographic die's worth of damage
Yeah.
for the next attack that hits. And okay?
Right.
So at the end of your turn, whenever you deal right damage to a target, you
I
roll
add
an
another.
additional. So basically, if you to do your 2 attacks, you get an additional
I get an extra
D6.
D6.
Correct. If you were to amplify it, you would have to take a hemographic die's worth of damage, and then you would have advantage.
Yeah. Right, got it. Okay.
Okay,
Right, here we go.
that
With
hits.
advantage.
Roll again. Yeah, okay. Top one.
Right, and then your second attack.
And then, oh,
Then your second attack is your first with advantage. Yep.
got it.
So it's also
There we go.
advantage.
I
So
mean, like,
another one.
I'm not even watching because she only has 16 health. So it's just like, it was like after the very first attack, I was like, she's already like beyond dead. And then I was like, and a
She's
4, and then she hits with the 12, and then a 6, and then another D6, and it's just like, yeah,
So-
fight, she's
so
dead.
proper hack
Fuck.
last job, this one. There is nothing left of this woman.
That there is genuinely that moment where even combi units like, whoa, 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 okay, she's dead. Fuck, she's dead, all right.
Yeah, combat unit would approve.
Yeah. There's like that sort of smile of like, yeah, but you know, restraint, but yeah.
Just feels good.
Love the enthusiasm.
Yeah. So that was your action. Your
Just
bonus.
shoots you a thumbs up.
Action, bonus action, and movement. So that is you done, correct?
That is me done.
Okay, it
I
is
think
now
that's all of us
Snapjaw.
done, isn't it?
Snapjaw is going to jump back into the boat. Johnny, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at combat unit and say, combat unit, That one can't escape. Lock her down. I'm going to cast Bless at first level. And I will use it on combat unit, Ara, and I will also use it on Mini.
Okay.
And I am going to. I'll move. I'm going to stay with Snapjaw. I'm going to get back into the boat. My job here is done. I leave it to you. That's me done.
Giving them all bless. Got little halos with wings and shit. So, it is now Dead Dude's turn. So, Minnie, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get rid of my moonbeam, so that's gone. And I'm also going to cast Hold Person on this one over here.
Wisdom saving
Because I
throw. Okay, that is with
assume I can.
advantage.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, unfortunately, she does succeed. You just see as she mid-run kind of freezes for a second and then pushes through it.
That's me, I'm afraid. Got nothing else.
Okay, combat unit is up. What is he doing?
He has heard his order and will go 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay, yep, I see what you're doing. Fair enough. Okay.
Where are you going?
So,
game.
so just that little bit of like that little freeze, and just as she unfreezes, this is all of a sudden this right in front of her. She's like, oh!
Yeah, leaps over her head, lands in front, and turns.
I like it. Just the top half though. Bottom half stays looking forward. Like that scene in Iron Man 2, you know, where just like the guy just fully rotates. Right, Ara, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna leap out of the water.
Sure.
I'm gonna go by movement.
I mean, you have like you've got a longbow.
I do. And I don't think I need to actually move to use it.
No, you
So
literally have like 150 feet of range. Like,
Cool.
Bear in mind, this
I'm
is
just gonna shoot.
yeah, that's 35 feet. You're
You
like
can do this 5
1/5 of your
times over.
full.
Cool. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna do Horde Breaker just in case, like.
Okay, so you're moving your hunter's mark then, or
I'm
also
sorry, I'm not gonna do Hunter's Mark because I don't know if do we want to kill her?
that was Shal's. That was Johnny's even command.
Yeah.
Was we
Like,
can't let
don't
one.
kill her.
No, do kill her.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'll totally Hunter's Mark her then, man.
Okay.
Cool, that was a real arm twister there, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh no.
I am proud.
Okay, but I'll put my bliss on the attack roll.
Yep, D4.
Yep.
I mean
So-
that hit anyway. It doesn't matter.
Nice.
And the D6.
Okay. Well, there we go. And then
You need to roll your d6 as well.
yeah.
Big Mario.
Hey.
Hey, but I'm proud.
Okay.
You were considering not killing something.
I know.
There's improvement.
Is she still alive?
Yeah,
She
definitely.
hasn't been touched. Apart from Moonbeam.
Should I go again then?
Well, yeah, you've used one of 2. Okay, so that hits.
Oh, there's a D. Oh,
Nice.
big.
Huge.
31.
She's looking hurt.
Good luck.
Okay, so that was your bonus. Just got this big black and grey, like hulking armored, just thing in front of her, just standing there, like kind of humming. With it is now her turn. So she is going to. She is going to cast Suggestion. and she's just
Okay.
going to say, "Let me pass."
Okay. Is this advantage because we're in combat? I don't know. Range you can hear.
I'm not sure it is.
Charm. I know there is one like this, but it might just be friends.
I think it's
Friends and calm emotions. I think that's it. All right, so wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, straight roll.
So
plus
yeah, because he doesn't
plus
have
the
the.
D4. You're
Plus the
blessed,
D4.
my child.
Yeah, he's fine.
Combat unit
No.
just looks and just shakes the head,
It's
and
like-
just and is that kind of like
Nah.
resigning to like her fate, but she's like, "Fuck it, I've got to try," and she's gonna try and bounce out. So you do get your attack of opportunity
With bless.
with bless.
Bonk.
You
You go nowhere.
So she goes to about there, and you guys, you just see like, you almost don't see it, it's so quick. Combat unit just rotates, and you see this as he just like
Oh.
squelches straight through with that warhammer, carving, like punching a hole through this snake lady.
I just think as he does that, he uses his other hand just to grab her tail to pull her back as she tries to run. He drags them back and just carves through.
I think what Bloods technically are actually human form as well.
He condenses their legs into a tail and then drags them back.
Fair enough.
Dark.
We are now out of combat. I will also say as it's nearly half past, it's a good time for us to take a break. So I'll say we'll come
Certainly is.
back in 10 to 15 minutes. So say 22 quarter past.
Sounds good.
I'll stick around.
Cheers.
Okay, so you guys have ended your bloodthirsty streak as per usual. You auntie lay dead amongst the marshes, slowly kind of like half bobbing. And that's
In
sort
our
of like,
defense, there was no talking. It was straight into initiative. Therefore, combat.
sure. So, you guys, what are you guys gonna do?
I look at Snapjaw and be like, "Eh, we did all right there, huh? Told you you'd be safe with us."
He's literally shaking. Like,
I cast Prestidigitation to warm him up a little bit.
you can see that kind of worried look as all of a sudden he's starting to heat up as he can see you muttering words, and then it's like when it doesn't get any hotter, there's that little bit of calm, but that there is definitely that kind of like, why am I all of a sudden just heating?
He's cold-blooded. It's probably a shock.
Yeah.
And I also cast Prestidigitation to put a happy face on the palm of my hand and show him the palm of my hand like it's all happy times.
He
Yes,
just
that
kind
is
of
his
gives you this
consent.
sort of like, like half smile, like, ha, yeah, like, yeah.
That's my input here, guys. Over to you.
Onward,
And he's just like,
Snapjaw.
don't mind him.
Do we need to be bound to look like your prisoners?
He
Oh,
kind
wow.
of like shrugs a bit like, ever had prisoners? Don't know.
Alright.
I see some flaws in this plan.
I mean, true, but at least we'll know where the castle is.
Okay, yeah.
He then just kind of like points to these trees, and like you can see there are like carvings and like sort of symbols being like hidden, not hidden, hung is the word I was after, from the branches. It's like, one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so I need to know who is rowing, who is helming.
I will do some rowing.
Johnny absolutely is going to continue to row, especially knowing Shall is rowing.
So you just watch as combat unit slowly sinks back into the marshland. just like that
Submarine
scene
just
out of
lowers.
Terminator as he's just lowered into the pot, just you see this hand go up, this glove with the thumb up, as he continues forward.
Holding the rope, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wrapped around him. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, great.
Could be a problem otherwise.
Yeah.
Just comes back 2 sessions later, comes up to the surface, and it's like, the fuck, guys? Okay, so I need those of you who are rowing to make Constitution saving throws, please. Kane, that does obviously include yourself.
Oh, you bitch!
I've done him.
So Shal and Johnny start this sort of like fervent rowing competition, and Kane's just taking it light. She's just like, "Yep, I'm just go through it."
Yep.
So you guys do able to kind of like, one of you's overtaking, then the one's bringing it back, and Johnny's just managing to stay ahead. And then all of a sudden, I need the 5 of you. I'll do Snapjaw to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Okie dokes. I
Goodness.
do it at advantage.
What was
Thank
that,
God I
10?
do.
Okay.
Nice
So-
constitution, idiot.
So the DC was a 12. It's not difficult. As all of a sudden you just feel combat unit just wrench on the ropes as you then notice he's just being buffeted from rock to rock and reed and whatever as you guys are racing down these streams, completely oblivious to your sort of robotic friend underwater. Johnny, however, just too fervent in the motion, middle of a backstroke, just poof, straight off into the water. Just
Oh, fuck.
Idiot.
Okay, so I guess you're getting back in, yeah?
Cool, yeah. Johnny swims, making an absolute dog's dinner of this. Back to the boat, like it's the worst day of his life. He'll prestidigitation himself clean, and then just will begrudgingly start rowing again, but not as a competition.
Charles just laughing to himself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Johnny changes his happy face to a sad face.
Oh,
No, don't let Snapjaw see.
Oh, yeah, he has one with a happy face. And he keeps
Okay.
rowing.
So you guys continue rowing on down. Sorry, I'm just picking up some things. Cool. Alright, so as you guys continue rowing, can I have perception checks from those of you who aren't? Unfortunately, Kane, obviously you are rowing, so you cannot do a perception check. So that leaves Minnie and Ara, please.
Big.
Jesus, that's not good.
Frighteningly average. Big.
Too distracted by the two hands. The faces on the hands.
Just keep looking back like, is he happy or is he sad? What?
I don't understand, mate. Just
Ah!
So as you guys continue kind of coming through, you notice a couple of patrols of more creatures. This time Snapjaw doesn't seem as worried, and he's able to kind of slowly divert you round a patrol of lizard folk who are just going past the other way in the reeds, and he kind of brings you back onto the main path after they've gone past.
Me?
As you guys carry on, anything you want to do?
Just sort of. I mean, how far have we been traveling since our fight?
I mean, like I'd say it's been a good couple of hours, but it's slow going. You are literally almost dragging this 1,000-pound like weight in marshland that's kind of, imagine you're kind of like being pulled up by like bands, you know, like how you could kind of like half jump, half step. That's kind of what he's doing as you're kind of pulling him along with the canoes.
Yeah, I'll say, just talk to everyone up here because I doubt he'll be able to hear. We might want to be a bit nicer to combat unit once he's out. I don't think he's going to be in a great mood.
I mean, he's
He hasn't
literally
been a great
dragging his giant ass across this river. I mean, he should be thanking us.
Are you going to tell that to him?
Oh,
I am totally going to, because genuinely that was what I was just thinking before. I was like, I can't believe we have to lug his ass around this place. You know, just because
He got you a dog.
Where
He
is the
did
dog?
get you a dog.
You lost it
I didn't lose it. It just hasn't been around for a while.
because you lost it.
Ages.
He's dead.
But combat unit can resurrect him.
Yeah, he can. But he
Poor
literally
dog.
said this is your thing to look after.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Like, apparently it doesn't actually listen to me. I keep saying, "Get out of the battle! Go away!" And he doesn't do anything. Just looks over at combat and just does nothing. So
before getting burnt every time.
every time, explosives or just cindered or
Nah.
yeah.
Still, we might just be a little bit nicer because he can crush any of us like a twig.
That's a very good point.
Fact.
I do not want to be squished.
And we row on.
Okay.
Slowly.
As you guys continue to row on slowly, are you trying to be quiet and stealthy?
What do you guys think? I feel like at this point we should just go as fast as combat unit can.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out.
It's not like we're like zooming through
Yeah.
behind us. I mean, old ladies are walking past us.
We're gonna be cautious, but we're not gonna have like us like ducked down into the boat as we go.
I mean,
Okay.
we have left a rather, like, telling breadcrumb trail behind us.
Those dead snake people.
So, I mean,
This is true.
Yeah, true.
just own it, Yeah, we killed him. What?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't fuck with us.
What time of day is it? Can we see?
I'd say it's
pretty
about
decent.
mid-afternoon. You guys have been rowing for
Okay.
a long time. You
So
got
we're
up?
not rowing in the dark.
Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
You guys are able to kind of, Snapjaw's telling you it's not far, but you need to hurry up. It's like what he's constantly saying to you.
Alright.
He's not usually used to traveling this slowly.
We'll go as fast as we can then.
As you guys kind of like come to another
Conjunction.
words, Dave. Yep. There's another like portion of the
marshlands.
swamp. You do notice some other creatures, for want of a better word, like coming up on the other side, and you quickly recognize them to be another patrol of lizard folk. What are you guys doing?
They haven't
Snapjaw.
seen us, have they?
Not yet.
Snapjaw, can you talk to them?
Yep.
Well, can you convince them to let us past?
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm gonna, without thinking, just cast guidance on Snapjaw and be like, Lord G is with you.
Alright. Go for it.
And you kind of just hear this, hey, like across the the swamp, and it kind of takes you by shock because it's really not what you were expecting, like to come out of Snapjaw's like mouth. And then as you guys are kind of like you see across the other side these 6 lizard folk, and give me a
Which one is it?
I'm trying to think of a good role for you guys being able to keep up with the conversation, because although you understand Draconic, you guys 100% are not fluent in it.
Perception, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess perception would probably be a good role. So whoever is, has Draconic can roll a perception check. Is a high DC.
Shit.
You got this, boy.
It's not
Big.
terrible.
Kane, do you have Draconic?
Yeah,
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
and I've got advantage on perception.
you do.
She's fluent.
You've already rolled with advantage though, 18.
Yeah.
So, even though the other 2 of you have mainly been talking with Snapjaw, as he dismounts and carries on, Kane is the one who's kind of like almost translating for you, like as they're talking, and you very quickly get the idea from what Kane's translating that he's trying to recruit them.
Okay. Do we get the idea that he's trying to recruit them for our cause or to defeat us?
Kane, give me a wisdom check. Because it's Kane that's translating, so it's not necessarily your cause, but it is the cause of overthrowing the cult.
Go.
So
Okay.
it's one of those, the enemy of my enemy is the kind of ploy he's going with.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hearing lots of very quickly back and forth between them.
Oh, I don't suppose my observant would come into effect here anyway, because I believe, if I am correct, you can see a creature. If you can see a creature's mouth while it's speaking language,
you can see them.
You can understand it.
Yeah, so again, this was more to see if you could keep up as opposed to whether or not you could understand it. But still, I mean, yeah, sure, you could say that you would have, because I mean, your passive perception alone
18.
might have come into it. Yeah. So between you and Kane, you're able to kind of work out and you kind of decipher to the rest of the group what's going on. And there is a bit of a split. Not everyone's okay with you know, going with these strangers to attack the cult.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversations kind of died down a little.
Should we offer money? Like gold or gems? Have we got any gems or gold on us?
Speak for yourself. I am back to being a poor boy, for the most part. I mean, yeah, we can. I mean, we don't think we need to even offer our gems. We know the cult is absolutely loaded. Like, we could just say if they helped us to overthrow, we could leave. Like, we would split the spoils among ourselves.
Mm.
Yeah, give him a cut or something.
Johnny, Kane, like the draconic speakers. Shall we go?
Yeah,
Let's-
we should probably.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
I will walk over there in the least threatening manner that I can possibly do.
Give me
okay.
a. Oh, your connection to the server has been interrupted.
So has
Oh,
mine.
good. Mine's fine. Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus!
Hello.
Guten Tag.
Shit.
Why don't you start off like that?
What? Sorry, has something happened that
Look on the
I've
stream,
missed?
look on the stream, quick. Look at the
Did
stream,
you not
quick.
see that?
And they all just
Look at
went
the
off
stream
at
really
once.
quickly. All of the
That
other
was
lizardmen just
intense.
like almost moved in unison, like at once.
What, the auntie? They just.
No, the
lizard
lizardmen we're
folk.
talking to. Yeah,
Everyone.
Yeah.
all of your movements caught up at once.
Oh, right, okay. That
It's
makes
like, oh, okay.
that makes sense because
It
I
was
was like.
quite threatening.
Non-threatening. It's just like, oh, hello.
Okay, so if you guys are trying to be non-threatening, can you either give me, if you are proficient, persuasion or performance checks?
No, sir.
Damn.
Oh,
Persuasion.
Johnny coming in strong.
It's persuasive AF.
It's the only three that are going up there. So Kane, Johnny, and Shal. They're the three that can roll.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, because Mina's got both of them.
Do you speak Draconic?
I do not.
Unfortunately, you are not one of the ones who've walked up. So, so the rest of you are kind of backing Snapjaw.
Watching the boat.
Yeah. I think Mina, you're kind of trying to semi-hide combat unit who's
Yeah.
coming to the surface. You know, like feeling
Where are we
feeling
going?
that there's like a fight about to go on. He's like, we've stopped early. I should arise and strike down. And you're like, no, shh, quiet.
Just drinking like loads of like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like the mossy, greeny stuff that's like really long. Just
Just
sort of breaking
fungus.
that over and blending them
Fungus
in.
and moss.
I can't wait. I
Hiding
know
behind
Jarman's
a
not going to
tree.
watch this stream, but I wish he would. That'd have been hilarious.
Yeah.
So what? So as you guys kind of like continue forward, you kind of like you can hear, you know, that back and forth like really quickly, and eventually it's starting to calm down. But from the bits you're able to pick out and pick up, it's not calming down because they're coming to a resolution. It's calming down to because it's like
Dying
some
off.
some of them are going to join, some of them are not, and that means that the ones that are joining are now enemies of the ones that aren't, and that's kind of where you're at. You know, it's that kind of like you're either with me or against me type vibe.
All right. I mean, the one speaking shall will walk up and just go, we understand that obviously some of you are reluctant to turn your backs on what you've known and join us on this bit of a whim, as it seems. But if there is anything that, like, if I know lizard people at all and lizardmen, there is one thing that you hate, and it's being beneath the bullywogs. If we manage to overturn them, we can make sure the bullywogs go back to where they belong, at the bottom of the pecking order. You will be given any of the spoils that you desire from the riches of the cults, and we can restore order to the marshlands.
Johnny spits to the floor whenever he hears the word bollywogs to try and help Shal's point.
Okay, so can you roll me a persuasion check, and with Johnny and Snapjaw's like help,
Presents.
yeah, you get advantage.
I really wish Johnny spoke first because mine is not good. Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
So you see a lot of looking back and forth, and people being like, like kind of, yeah. I mean, maybe they do have some points. And a couple of them sort of step forward, kind of being like, yeah, okay, we're down with this, but
As the three that step forwards, I will give them each 5 gold if they'll take it.
as you kind of produce the gold, they just shake their head and shake their hand.
Okay. Fair enough.
But
They instead
as
offer a
these
chocolate
3
muffin.
step forward, as these 4 step forward, these 2,
Mhm.
hang on, that one and this one draw their swords.
Whoa.
Johnny, on seeing them draw their swords, we'll walk a bit closer to them. Again, non-threatening as Johnny is, and just literally breaking the ranks a bit here, and just being like, why there's no need for hostilities. That there'll be no bloodshed here. But do you really want to finish and spend your lives underneath the bollywogs? We're here to put a stop to that. We value the lizard folk and all their values. We believe you can really help us in this fight against the cultists, but not if you go making silly decisions like this. And I point to their swords being drawn.
Give me a straight persuasion check, because they're about to show down. Your ironically silver and snake-like tongue is able to kind of whip the words around. Your grip of the draconic language almost seems to like go up a level as you become fluent, and you use sort of colloquialisms that you've heard and picked up, and they're kind of like, these guys are our people. Yeah, okay. And you guys now do have like a full set
This
of
is
allies.
the first time ever that an encounter has ended peacefully. Ever.
This is a big
Even
day.
even
It's
when
a
we got
big day.
employed, we weren't peaceful with them.
I'm just going to point out that this is also combat unit isn't here this time. I'm just saying. The giant beast that kills things wasn't
Yeah,
around.
he's hidden.
Yeah, man. Just
I feel like it's more the fact that we actually spoke up instead of just attacking immediately.
Nah, can't be.
Nah, gotta be Dave. Damn it, Dave.
Yeah, okay. Call him.
It's fine. Dave's not here to defend himself, so blame him. That
Yeah,
is
fuck
exactly
Dave.
the way that all friendships work.
Exactly.
I think
Cool.
Kane would
Amazing.
just give Snapjaw a little pat on the back.
You were amazing.
Nice one, Snapjaw.
So, hang on. Oop. Damn it. No! There we go. Sorry, this is like when you have layer upon layer upon layer upon layer trying to
Yeah,
like select the right things.
yeah, it's a nightmare in Roll20.
The boats are with you, fuck it. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're now land boats.
Yep. There's rowing is just that strong that they're just,
Yeah.
they kind of like
They're
lift
literally
the
just
boat
using it as
above the ground.
stilts.
Just as they just like, just bam, bam,
Strong
bam
rolls.
along it. So you now have managed to bring on a further 6 allies in your quest to
Oh my
take
God.
on the cultists.
I feel like this maybe was probably like the original story. Us actually taking on allies instead of killing everyone.
I mean, he has said that several times.
Yeah.
The way I did was just pretty much said, hey, try and make some friends. And we're just like,
But death
yeah.
is so much more fun.
We're already going up against Tiamat. What do you need friends for?
Yep. So Snapjaw, seeing that like now he's got friends and everything, is going to try and join Kane so that she's not just rowing on her own. After that pat, he's like,
Yeah. She just gives
Just
him like a little affectionate meow.
Okay.
And me and a call over like, stop flirting.
Quality.
So you guys manage to continue rowing in your land hybrid water boat, and continue along the marshy terrain. And I need everyone again that is rowing to give me Constitution saving throw. Snapjaw has taken it for you this time, Kane. Seeing that
Oh,
you've
okay.
seeing that
Because
you have
Sarah's rowing.
I'll just sit down and enjoy the ride.
yeah with the
Oh my
19.
God.
He's just like and you're like shit. All right.
Come on, Johnny. You're
I'm
gonna
Lizard
do
looking
folk
at
and
Snapchat like, there's another competitor stepped into the ring.
it. I
in the
believe in you.
meantime, Ara's just kind of like half going in circles, half splashing, not really going anywhere.
After a bit,
and
Shao
you
will
can,
just move forwards and just like huff and take the oars.
you can just see like this glowing red like coming from beneath the water where combat unit is just getting more and more fucked off with just like this just like basically being spun around like underwater, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, can we just go to these fucking marshes? It's just- so he presses on with the rest of you. Ara this time kind of lagging a bit more behind as the rest of you push on. I need those of you who are not rowing, please, to give me perception checks. So
Can I
Kane,
have
this time
Otto
you
make
can.
one?
Sorry?
Can I bamf Otto out to be looking out whilst we go, so he can make it instead?
Did you change him back into an owl? Because he was last a spider.
He was a spider, but then I spent the rest of the night in the room changing him back. Because remember, I said he hid in the corner, and then he was actually just an owl that I realized later.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
So I will have him make his advantaged perception check. Big.
Cool. Kane, by the way, when you press the control, you are doing it with advantage, just so you know.
You might
I've
also, you might have it tick to always roll at advantage.
I'm not sure. It never used to do that before. I don't know if it's just because it uninstalled itself and now I put it back, it started doing that.
Potentially
But
on
I'm not doing
D&D
anything
Beyond.
different.
On D&D Beyond, if you click Beyond 20 at the top middle list, just above all your stats.
Oh yeah,
If you go to type of roll, the second one, does it say normal roll?
yeah.
Ah, that's odd.
Then that would be in roll 20 that for some reason shifted.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so Kane kind of like taken aback by this like just athletic lizard folk in front of her. Unable to she's like, she's just one of those, I mean, you're not my type, but damn, like, you know, kind of moment.
Look at those arms.
Yeah, exactly, right?
God damn.
So Shal and Minnie are just like, fuck's sake, we best keep a lookout then, as she's not, and they just kind of like keep, you know, really narrowing down, making see. You managed to avoid a couple of crocodiles and alligators. Alligators, I think it is. That are like in nearby in the swamps. You see something that immediately you watch all the lizard folk almost ram your boats out of the way, and you're just like, it's just clump of reeds, it's nothing. And then you watch as this bird lands on them and it's just enveloped by the reeds.
Huh.
So you can definitely thank the lizard folk for saving you on that and your high perceptions. So they kind of like help you navigate through the swampland, and eventually you're able to come in sight of Castle Neatar. Really hope that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Naerytar. Couldn't they just call it Castle N and just be done with it? They have the Cold Woods. I mean, they're not exactly the most imaginative about names, so. But still.
True.
Okay, so you guys begin to approach that. What do you guys do?
I'm guessing we're not going to row into it. So, should we maybe ask the guys if we should maybe find a secluded space to hide the boats and then sneak on in? Or do a plan of action? What time is it? It must be really late now.
It is getting pretty late. Like, you're not wrong. It is definitely in the evening now, with the morning set off, the initial sort of conflict that you had with your auntie, then your navigation, then your second sort of like diplomacy for the first time ever with the lizard folk, and then your navigation and slow going again. It's getting into the evening now.
So did you say the castle's not in sight yet?
Castle is in sight.
Is in sight.
You're approaching it.
Well, we may as well. Well, Snapjaw, I presume you've been here before.
Yep.
We need to rest for the night. Would you advise being closer or just stopping here?
And you just hear like a couple of yips back and forth, very shorthand, like you're not even quite able to catch the talking, and he just turns around and is just like, nearby, and he kind of like just navigates you to a particular place.
Cool. Problem solved. Everyone good to bed down to rest? Yes?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
by me.
Let's do it.
I can definitely use a rest. We will summon combat unit from the murky depths.
I will prestidigitation him so like just until he is just not completely scathing.
Yeah. He's still scathing. He's just not saying a word.
Yeah.
And just immediately settles down into sentry mode.
As long, until there's no heat coming off of him, I am that's the limit.
Yeah. No, he's just got to find where Snapjaw pointed to and just sit down and deactivate.
Fair enough. He just goes into his normal, just like, murmuring and God knows what else underneath.
Question, is he considered a large creature?
He is a large medium, but he's not technically a large creature. He does not take up 4
Perfect.
squares. So, yeah.
Okay, so he can fit inside the dome.
Technically, yes, he could.
So then I will start setting up the dome around combat unit.
Cool.
Hey, how did the lizardmen go to rest?
They kind of just went in their canoes, to be honest with you. They just like kind of
Reached them off and-
yeah, they just basically lashed them together, lashed them to some trees, and then just set up a camp.
Neat. Cool.
In fact, ironically, it looks almost identical to where you were before, in a spooky kind of way.
Wow.
I know, right?
Deja vu.
Crazy.
Alright, you know what that means. Same place, if I can bring up how big the spell is. It's a 10-foot radius. Cool. So, 3, 4. Lovely dome.
Lovely dome.
10 minutes later, we'll be set up. Meanwhile, the land canoes.
Yeah.
On our water canoes.
Oh no, we're gonna lose which one is Snapjaw. Oh wait, he's in with us. Cool.
Yeah.
Snapjaw's definitely in with us. Like,
I will, you know what? Because he's extra special to you guys, he can have a green dot.
Ah,
Yeah.
There you go. So you guys go and take a sort of mid-evening rest. Well, late evening actually, technically, by the time you then,
sleep.
and you guys start to go to sleep. So, who is taking first watch, please?
I'll take first watch. Why not?
What could possibly go wrong, eh?
What could? I'm literally going to be praying to Lord G all throughout this watch, just as before.
Yeah. It's fine. Combat unit's got that big passive 10 perception.
I know, Jarman's like, but I was watching, and I'm like, yeah, but dude, your passive perception shit.
He'd be looking directly this way. Yeah, he should really take the observant feat.
Yeah,
It would
it's
actually
like
be really good for him.
it's like if you want to be awesome at being perceptive, that's fine. Make a perceptive character, and they will be. Like,
Yeah.
but until you do, guess what? So yeah, your watch goes pretty much uneventful. You see some movement, and it kind of worries you for a moment, and you see the lizard folk see you looking over, and they just kind of like, they've got their own watch going as well, and they don't seem to be too bothered by it.
Cool.
Neato.
So for the next watch, I'm gonna do what I did last time and wake me up.
Mina's
mean
going to
it-
be a bit more gentle this time.
Johnny appreciates it, but he's going to go straight to sleep.
Fine. Yeah,
Okay.
Mina takes the next watch.
Okay, Mina, you take the next watch. Give me a perception check, please.
Wow.
Holy.
So you see flying birds 30 miles away, but you are like, no, your watch again also goes pretty uneventful. You're able to, without difficulty, notice a couple of things approaching, and then either with yourself or the lizard folk, or like a combination of the two, either shoo it away, or just give it enough cause to be like, you know what, it's not worth my trouble. It goes off into the distance.
Neat.
Is that me done?
Is indeed. That is the end of your watch. So I need a third watch, please.
I
I'll do it.
nominate Kane.
Snapjaw awakens.
Ugh.
Yep. So your watch goes pretty uneventful.
Take advantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's pretty much the end of
Yeah.
it, to be honest with you.
Oh, same. You're fine because since yours rolls like that, it rolls already with advantage/disadvantage.
Okay. I don't know why it started doing that.
It's honestly better to use.
Yeah, I won't argue with it.
Sorry, but I'm just getting really fucked off with Roll20 as I'm trying to set up a map on the other side whilst watching this. So your night shift also comes to an end. There is an awful lot of patrols walking back and forth, but with the lizard folk standing watch, none of them really give you any too much bother because they just assume that they've got it in hand.
And we are in an opaque dome.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so is it morning time now? Yeah.
It is indeed. That's
Ooh.
fantastic. I just asked it to
Long
align
rest.
to grid and it just deleted the image. Thanks, Roll20.
So let's see.
Nice.
Do yeah, long rest of that then.
Is that a longer?
I do believe
It
that's
is
a long
indeed.
rest.
It is indeed a long rest.
Huge.
Yes.
Yes!
Let's
He's got his
go.
channel
Spell
ability back.
slots.
Oh, there's spell slots!
8 health.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got a bit mangled.
Only a little bit. Just a couple
Ever
of
so slightly.
slices.
I could be fine.
Merely a flesh wound. Was that a snort?
She's
Ugh.
half goat. Don't
This is true.
Fair.
Do goats snort?
The role player's on point.
They do now. Minnie does.
Okay, so you guys have had a long rest. What are you guys doing?
Snapjaw, you all good? Nate. Alright. What's the plan then? We're nearby the castle. What are we doing?
We need to look like prisoners. Shall we ask
You are
Ask
not
who?
fine.
how it...
You said, shall we ask, and then cut out.
Oh, Right. Should we ask his lizard folk friend how they think it might be best for us to go in looking like captives?
That's a great idea.
Also, I'm just going to throw out there, what are we planning on doing when we get in there?
Overthrow the cultists!
Ah,
Huzzah!
huzzah. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, now it actually looks like with this many lizard focus around us, we could in fact be captives. So
Yeah, much more
That's a
believable
good
than
point.
Snapjaw taking an end combat unit and us 5.
Snapchat kind of gives you a sly sort of look of like, are you saying I couldn't?
Yes.
He looks a bit disheartened.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not
Picture
going to
him
lie
having
to his face.
I warm him up with prestidigitation, just hope for the best.
Quality.
Okay, so
Mate.
what's your guys' plan?
Yeah, what is our plan? So they take us in as prisoners, all right? They lead us into the castle, hopefully unaware. I presume, I mean, if we're overthrowing a cult, we need to get to the head of the snake, as they say. We don't really want to fight every single cultist in existence. Can we ask all the Lizardmen and Snapjaw, if they've ever, like, who runs the cult? Who is, like, the head honcho of the cult?
They'll kind of like look at each other, and there's this sort of like communal, just sort of like sneer and just yeah. It's like elf.
An elf?
Eh.
Do we know her name?
or his name.
Drowmore.
How do you spell that?
I will put it in, and I'd say after some chatting, you're able to get his name and basically who he is. So he's Dramora born grey.
Was he born grey?
He is indeed a white-haired elf.
What?
A white-haired elf. He's not a drow, to be clear.
No.
Okay. It's more reassuring. Well, is it? Probably not. John Moore, born grey. And where does he normally reside? Is there like a throne room esque in this castle that he sits on?
Kind of like looks at you with that sort of like, no. Like, nah. Roll. Resbear, run.
Resmir runs it. Okay.
Born grey. Manage.
Born manages it. Resmir. Who the fuck was Resmir? Scroll 2 notes.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't know who Resmir is.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Like, I
Does
know
he?
we heard it, but I can't. It would have been in player notes somewhere.
Take
Wait.
better notes.
Is that the woman? Is that the woman that came and quashed B?
Hey,
Let me check notes.
in my defense, I'm waiting for like an actual notebook to arrive so I can take better notes instead of just saving it in a notepad. Because it's literally just a list. I can just search it. Resmir.
Like,
Does
In
not
your
look-
doesn't
you
he?
searching in your notepad, yes?
Huh? It's either there or it's in player notes.
But I'm saying is you're searching in that. You're not like searching as in online.
Oh yeah,
right?
no. In our notes, I'm not looking up the answers. Don't worry.
So, do we know that Resmir? Who's the boss out of the two of these? Dramora
hang on.
or Resmir?
Resmir 100%. You guys
Resmir
would
is the
know
big
that. So
boss. Yeah, wasn't he
It-
the one that I sort of discovered when I was researching the cult a bit more and learning about the Wearers of Purple?
yes, and Johnny should know this. I gave you a big like dump on this when you started, which I know was months ago now. Resmir is one of the main leaders of.
Was he a worm speaker?
He is
Right.
indeed a worm speaker.
Okay, I thought so.
So yeah, none of you have actually seen Resmir, but when you were captured in Greenest, he was in the tent
Mm-hmm.
opposite.
Really?
So are they both going to be located in this castle?
By
I
who?
asked these people.
Resmir. Resmir.
Okay, but Dromore will be.
Yeah. The one who fucked you up, by the way, is Langdarosa, who is the
Yeah.
half dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured, but I see him more as like a general than anything else.
And then the other one that you guys had come across, I'm just trying to find her.
Oh,
It
the
was
the
it
other
was
woman with him.
Frulam Mondath.
Frulan. Yeah.
So I'll put both of these names.
She was aware of purple, right?
She was indeed. She was the one who was actually in charge of the. I
The
don't know why
raid on Greenest.
don't know why it put that all in caps, but okay. She was the one who, yes, was actually in Greenest and that you saw kind of like
Yeah.
directing people. And Fruram
Right.
was the half dragon who challenged you.
Langdarosa.
Challenged the ex-pedo to one-on-one.
Hey, he's not an ex-pedo.
No, as in like he's an ex-person who's a pedo.
Ah, I see. That's
Who challenged you to one-on-one combat,
yeah. That's a
which you
scary time.
guys like, interrupted.
Not
several
the first
times.
time.
Not the first time. That is true.
First time we let Halfred get demolished. Okay. So of the people in the castle, it's going to be Dralmor for sure, and potentially Frulam and Langdarosa. Is that what we can sort of gather from
So
asking
what
them?
you can gather is that you can definitely expect Dralmora. He's basically the one that's been left to prove his
Manager.
worth by looking after this,
Mhm.
and that they have on very rare occasions seen Resmir.
Okay. So, okay.
It's really Dralmora and Farblex are the ones that.
Yeah, the fucking bullywug.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, going back to the Lizardmen, if we were to be going in as your quote-unquote prisoners, where would we be given a good chance to not go into a jail cell and be able to split off, or will we be under supervision the whole way?
So I'm not going to do Snapjaw's voice throughout the whole of this thing, so I'm just going to say with the conversation, you guys are able to kind of, he kind of gives you a bit of a lay of the land. Over a couple of hours, you're able to kind of like discuss things. And he says, look, there's like a main entrance that is obviously watched. Where we'll probably land is where all the canoes land. And then you have to pass like some marshy area, past some huts and some longhouses. And once you get past that, you're then getting into the main gate. There is a moat that surrounds the entire like castle, but this castle is something that was once great and has like crumbled. It is
Okay.
nowhere. It is not its stature that it once was. And that's pretty much all you know.
Now, okay, so plan is go in the back with the canoes, sneak our way through as best we can, probably not very well considering the size of our party, and reach the elf.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying that to the group. Any objections, improvements, otherwise?
I feel like it's what we need to do. What do we do when we find the elf? Question or kill? Or both?
I mean,
and in what order?
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Well, kill first, obviously.
Yeah,
of course.
Asking this one again. What can do they have they ever seen the elf fight?
Only when dealing with sort of disciplinarian actions.
Okay, so not actually like an idea to get how he fights.
No.
Okay. Good luck to us, I guess.
If our track record is anything to go by, we've got a half a chance.
We are good at slaughtering.
Great.
The one thing we've got. Yeah,
Ooh.
I think I'm cool with the plan. I'm ready to go. Make sure
Before we
everyone else
do,
is good.
I would like to cast Sending to a person whose name I'm going to have to find. It's going to be Johnny's mentor paladin.
On par.
On far
Strong name.
Yep.
Yeah. I say, Ontha, we've pursued the cultists. We're heading to their main castle. One of the leaders is an elf. Kill or capture.
There's a bit of a time delay, and then you hear, "Hello, buddy! Great to hear you're still going, old boy! That's brilliant! Right, well, what you need to do is, you need to make sure that the complete..."
I send another one. 25 more words. Answer my question.
Sorry, yes, you're quite right. So, what you need to do is make sure that you kill... Cut.
Okay, I heard the word kill.
Yeah, say no more.
Doesn't matter. If he didn't want us to kill it, then that's his fault.
In
Right,
about you guys, as you're kind of like traversing, like 10 minutes later, you kind of just hear, "Hello, Shao. I am one of Onthar's friends, and he would like us to kind of impress upon you that," and then a couple of seconds later, another one, just like that, he would require you to gather as much information as you can. If you can eliminate the cult and still continue pursuing them, that would be ideal. That's where it
Eliminate
leaves.
and continue pursuing.
That doesn't make sense.
No, we can't do that.
Well, this isn't the whole cult in one castle.
Mm.
So I would imagine as long as we have a lead to go on after this, we can slaughter everything. If we don't, then we need to capture.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And I will
So
use
the-
my pearl of power to restore a third level spell slot.
the plan is then, to be clear, kill everything apart from the elf. Try and beat the elf into submission. Get out what we can of him. Potentially, then just murder him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say no more. Cool. I'm
Say
going to
no.
cast minor illusion on myself to basically
Oh, you
on
cut
my
out there.
hand. Yeah, I'm casting minor illusion on myself to fake shackle.
Okay.
I mean, I
I
looked at
don't know why I keep cutting out.
I'm just gonna say
Fake shackles on my hands.
Yep, no, we heard that bit. I think it's just as you tail off with some of it, the
Yeah.
capture drops.
All right. Cool.
It's all well and good being manacled, but I turned to the lizard folk. Do any of you have manacles? Have you ever used manacles?
They're kind of gonna look at you and be like, "Nope!" Rope!
Yeah.
And they just kind of like show you like rope.
Ah, okay.
Johnny changes it to rope.
I will ask them to tie mine, but like in a false knot.
Yeah,
You know,
you
easily
are
multiple.
actually surprised at how intricate some of these knots are that they pull, but then they show you that just a simple like wrist movement completely undoes it.
Amazing.
So you guys begin your final journey with your newfound allies, pushing forward and onto Castle Nertir, ready
I
to.
use blueberry muffin.
Yep. Okay. Shall is off his face. We will and
No, just the blueberry one.
Oh,
That's the last
okay. Okay. Blueberry muffin. Fair enough. Sorry.
one.
Just Shall being high as a fucking kite in the middle of like epic combat.
Oh.
But even though I have prepared it, that is where we will leave for this evening.
Cool.
I know it's 20 minutes early,
Ooh.
but I don't want you guys to start something that's gonna last quite a while this late into the
Yeah.
evening.
Especially as I'm presuming we're reaching the end. We need to have Dave here for the final stretch.
Well, you're not reaching the end in the sense of
Ah.
like you're reaching Castle Nerte. I mean, you're Metairie, where's the book? You're in chapter 6 at the moment.
How many chapters are there for this book?
That's what I was
For,
about to
like-
look up.
Horde of the Dragon Queen?
Yep. 8.
Oh, geez, never mind. Ignore me.
So you guys aren't at the end yet, and again, like this continues. This campaign rolls on
Into the next.
into Rise of Tiamat. So
Big boy spells happen.
oh, big boy baddies happen. Like, I just looked at Appendix D for like Tyranny of Dragons on like D&D Beyond, and I was like, shitting hell, all right. It was like, yeah, that's what they're going to be taking on, and I was like, all right, sure.
BR14, okay.
So yeah,
Neat. Cheers for another session, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
not a
Yeah, that was
problem.
awesome.
I was gonna.
Anyone? Sorry, go ahead.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stop the stream there. So I'm just gonna put it back. Just say to everyone who has watched, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it, and we hope to see you again next week. However, next week may be a one shot, so we'll keep you apprised on Twitter. Thank you.